Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Time for a little coffee chat. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sunday morning coffee chat. Let's see. Reset that. Cancel. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wait for everybody to catch up with the fact that we are live and online. I'm trying to figure out how to bring in the Anchor podcast stuff. Good morning, everybody. Hello, Melissa. Hi, Sandy. Good morning, everyone. How are you? Okay. I think we're good. All right. Technology, my favorite. Hi, Lori. Hi, Jasmine. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Melissa. Texas. Oh, Texas. You guys have been in quite the environmental situation down there. Good morning, everyone. Sarah, Lori. Hey, everybody. How is everyone this morning? I just saw someone checking in from Texas, which I know they're getting some crazy, or you had crazy cold weather and no weather, blah, 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 and no power. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Annie. Good morning, everybody. Today, good morning, Tara. I am a fine example of doing what you said you would do even when you don't feel like it. So, most of you that have been following me for a long time, you like the fact that I'm authentic. And good morning, Dolly. I don't think I could be any more authentic than I am this morning, showing up when I'm just not feeling it today. Don't feel like I have anything interesting to say. Don't feel, just not feeling it. And just knowing that what there is to do is keep my word and keep my commitments no matter what. So this morning we're going to talk about how sometimes you just have to show up. And the power comes from just showing up and keeping your word and doing what you said you would do. So I have no makeup on because I don't care this morning. I wasn't feeling well for a couple days, so I have huge circles under my eyes. I am clean. I did shower, so that's good. That's a bonus. So we're keeping it real this morning, you guys. Sometimes you just not feeling it. And as moms and as women, truthfully, and as dads and men, sometimes you just have to show up. You have to just do what you said. Good morning, Janet. And your power comes from simply showing up and doing what you said. And sometimes that's the best you can do. I didn't even have time to make myself another coffee because I saw that it was 9:59, and so here I am. I'm showing up because I said I would, and that is where the power is, truthfully. And that happens in your work life. It happens in your in your mom life. It happens everywhere, you guys. Sometimes you don't feel it. You're not 100% on every day. I know we talk a lot about, we've been talking a lot over the last few weeks about the emotional scale. And, oh, look, I didn't even put my wedding rings on. Well, I have my wedding band on, but anyway, I just noticed. I took them off yesterday and stuck them in my wallet because I was out. Anyhow, okay, so sometimes you just have to show up, and that's where the power is, and it happens no matter what you do in life. And we've been talking over the last 3 weeks about, probably over the last, 6-7 weeks now, maybe even 2 months, we've been talking about the emotional scale, right? So the lawofattraction.com, I think it is, posts a nice one. So your emotional scale is whatever emotional set point you're at, because your emotional set point is where your attraction point is, right? So the universe works on the law of attraction. So wherever you're vibrating from, that is what you're attracting to you. So my love, my best friend Tracy is posting the emotional scale for you. Tracy helps with the Working Single Mom project, and so does Kim. And Kim is a little bit in a different time zone, so she doesn't always catch us live. However, she watches afterwards. So Kim and Tracy, and actually my son works for my corporation now, so he helps with the Working Single Mom brand as well, because I have a regular job. We're business consultants, and I'm a communications consultant, and I'm pretty busy right now. So we have lots of people that are helping with the workingsinglemom.com. Somebody thinks I got a haircut, maybe? I'm just reading your comments here. No haircut, people. Hair's just up in a clip as usual. So you attract from where you vibrate from. Sometimes on that emotional scale, you are at a low point. We keep talking about how to just get to the next, like choose the next best thing that you can. So I wouldn't say, I'm not depressed or anything or apathetic. I just don't feel like it. I don't feel like doing anything. I have a couple of coaching appointments after this, and my desk needs to be cleaned, and I just feel like pretty much giving the finger to everything today. So, however, I know that sometimes we have to just show up and do what we said we would do, and it's good to do that in good spirits, right? So, when you show up and to keep your word and keep your commitments, and you do so begrudgingly, it doesn't really have a lot of power behind it. And sometimes, I think they say there's a quote that says 80% of success is simply showing up. And that's really the truth. Sometimes it's not an action, it's not a do, it's a be. And the be is in doing what you said you would do, even when you don't feel like. I think that Eleanor Rose, somebody has a quote that says, I'm looking on my wall here to see if I have it. It's something about, commitment is doing what you said you would do, even when the spirit that you set it in is not with you anymore. Something like that. I'm badly paraphrasing, you guys. So it's like when you're excited about something and you give your word and you say you're going to do it, and then it comes time to do it, and you do it anyway. So Irene is saying sometimes pushing yourself to show up can feel conflicting to self-care and slowing down. I agree with you, Irene. Sometimes that's true. And there are other times when you've given your word to something. Let's just use this as an example. A lot of you write to me a lot, and you say that you count on Sunday mornings. That helps you set your week, and it makes you feel better. And I take that seriously. Even though the Working Single Mom brand is my give back and it's not how I derive my living. So I definitely could not show up. And when Mom died and the few weeks after she died this summer, I didn't show up on Facebook Live, and I explained to you guys that I just didn't have it in me. And so that was an example of taking care of, myself, because my mother had just passed away. And today was more like I just didn't feel like it. I don't have a reason. I feel fine health-wise. I have plenty of energy. I just literally don't feel like it. And I, honest to God, feel like giving the finger to everything today. That's pretty much how I feel. And I'm smart enough and wise enough and have been at this kind of self-awareness thing long enough to know that it doesn't matter, Sometimes what I need to do is to show up. And there's a lot of people that I'm leading right now in a lot of various teams for some huge projects that I'm working on for clients. There's a lot of people that look at me to lead. There's a lot of people that look up to me as a leader. And I believe that the best way that I can lead is by example. So, when when someone on one of my teams, for instance, might wake up and they're not feeling it, and they're not sick or they're not, whatever, they're just not feeling it, but they come to work anyway and they do what they need to do. Like, I lead by example, and I'm honest about that. Someone's asking if we publish the audio of this coffee chat as a podcast, and we do. I'm recording it right now on another iPad. It's recording, and as soon as we're finished today, this video will post so that it can be watched as a replay, and the Anchor audio will post as a podcast. We're on Spotify and iTunes and a couple of other places, and you can find that on our website. There's a banner on our website that says, listen to our podcast, and if you click it, it will lead you over. So leading by example is really important when you're a leader, and I have news for you. If you're a parent, you're a leader, and you're leading the little people that you parent, and they're watching you. My son happens to watch what I do, and he doesn't always listen to what I say. He always watches what I do. And there was a time this week where he had to do something, and he wasn't feeling it, and he actually wasn't feeling well. I mean, it wasn't terrible. He just wasn't feeling good. And he said, Mom, I have to keep my word. I have to just show up. I have to go do what I said I would do. And it's sometimes when he repeats my behavior that I recognize more than ever that he has watched me for almost 20 years now, and he emulates my behavior. Most of the time that's a good thing. Sometimes when he's like completely anal or OCD about cleanliness or something, because I'm like a freak, and and he can be like that too, and I just shake my head and think, oh my God, it's a mini me. However, most of the things that he emulates are good, and I'm glad that he was paying attention, because truthfully, I don't feel like I ever really sat him down and said, this is how you should live your life, and this is how you should lead people, and this is what you should do. And there have been a couple of times where I've said things like that to him, but the majority has just been me doing what I do. And he's watching. So, there are times when it's more of an emotional thing, right? You wake up, you don't feel like doing what you said you would do. There are some times to lean into that, to use a catchphrase. And there are other times when you need to just do what you said. And so this morning I'm leading by example and just showing up because I said I would, and wanting to just be authentic about that to you guys, and tell you that when you're feeling like that in your own life, it's not a big deal. We all have those days. We have days where we don't feel like doing what we said we would do, and we need to do it anyway. So back to our emotional scale conversation. So given that Jasmine makes a good point. Sometimes habits can carry you through the low points, and that is true. When you have a habit of keeping your word, pretty much no matter what, that habit, like this morning, will carry you through even when you're not, feeling it, even when you'd rather not. We have kind of a running joke between my close friends, which is just like, how are you? And we go, I'd rather not. That's just... There are some friends that I've had for like 3 decades, and we all, have studied success principles, and we're all sort of like teachers in our own right. And that's just kind of a running joke we have. How are you feeling? I'd rather not today. And we laugh because we know that doesn't mean anything. And just because I'd rather not, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that I have to give that any power. You get to choose what you give power to, right? So to Irene's point, sometimes there will be times when maybe you're physically not feeling well, or it's truly better for you to reschedule or remake a commitment or something like that. And in the case of when Mom died this summer and I didn't go live for like 3 weeks, that was me taking care of me, and making sure that I was good before I came back live online. And this morning was just a simple case of I'd rather not. So you get to choose what you give power to. And Amy just is saying that as well. You get to choose what you give power to. Hey, Letty, good morning. I haven't seen you in a while. I do pay attention, you guys. I know I'm talking and I'm seeing everyone joining and watching out of the corner of my eye here. Good morning, Laura. Good to see you. So, and I actually do answer my own emails. Had some people email this week and they were so surprised when I responded. I do read and answer my own emails. When you email me, I am paying attention and I am actually reading them. On the emotional scale thing, let's just talk for a second about how when things aren't going the way that you want them to, or let's say that someone else seems to be achieving something that you wish you had, or somebody that maybe did you wrong or did you a disservice is like, you know, succeeding at something and seeming that they're winning and seeming that, you know, they haven't suffered anything for their karma, that kind of stuff, right? So remembering that you are vibrating out from your set point, you're attracting from your vibration point, your emotions are your set point. When you look at that emotional scale and you see stuff like anger or resentment or envy, you know, all of that, right? Unforgiveness, that's all, you know, pretty low on the scale. So it's really important that you, I like to say, keep to the high road. It's important to remember that, you know, everyone has their own path. Everyone has their own lessons. Everyone has their own things to learn. We don't control anyone else's journey. We don't control anyone else's karma. We don't control what they do and what they don't do. All we can control is what is over here. And we just have to keep checking ourselves, right? We've got to keep checking ourselves to make sure that we are attracting and vibrating from the place that we want to manifest from. That's really an important point. The place that you are attracting from is the place that you're going to manifest from. So if you're attracting from unforgiveness, apathy, anger, jealousy, resentment, you are going to attract from that point as well. If you are vibrating from I'd rather not, as I am this morning, you will attract from that point as well. So the quicker that you can raise your emotion, raise your emotional vibration, the quicker you will bring to yourself the kind of things that you want more of. And it's really like, it's like a simple math equation, right? So where I'm stewing is where I'm creating. That's the truth. So if you're sitting in anger, animosity, jealousy, revenge conversations, shoulda, coulda, woulda, I'd rather not, I don't like anybody, everyone pisses me off, you know, if you're in there, you're attracting from there. So no matter how many affirmations you do, if you are still in this emotional set point of, you know, you're going to attract from that. Amy's pointing out that gratitude is a great tool to raise your vibration. And you know what? Amy's absolutely right. And you know who's been a huge failure with their gratitudes lately? This girl right here. I said to my husband last night, I haven't been doing my gratitude journal. I don't know if you guys remember, but those of you that have been watching since the beginning of the year, we made a big gratitude jar and we stuck it like in our bedroom, and we made a deal that we would put, you know, gratitudes in there at least several times a week, if not every night. And I usually do a gratitude journal every night. It's been so busy the beginning of this year, I haven't done it. I've done it sporadically, and I was just saying that last night. And so I will renew my commitment to do my gratitudes every night. I highly recommend, Darren Hardy has a wonderful recommendation called Bookending Your Days. It's something that I recommend to personal coaching clients that I take on. I recommend that you do something in the morning, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes that sets you up for the day, and at night, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes that ends your day the way that you want to. That could be reading something that inspires you, could be doing affirmations, could be doing a gratitude journal, could be looking at a vision board, an image book. There's a plethora of things that you can do to bookend your days. I highly recommend. In regards to that, coaching clients, I don't remember if I told you guys last week, but I am making room to take on 5 more coaching clients. In order to coach with me, you need to have a project, or you need to have a business that you want to see increase its income or increase its efficiency or something like that. We do have some accountability coaching available with Tracy if somebody just wants to be held accountable for things that they're not getting done in their life, etc., etc. I don't take a lot of clients anymore because I don't have the time. I give a very reduced rate for working single mom folks to become business coaching clients. I don't charge you my normal rates that I charge out in the business world. Anyway, if anything like that interests you at all, you should go to theworkingsinglemom.com and you can hit the coaching tab. You can see some reviews there, and you can also see how to email me if you're interested. So that's just a little aside. I've had some people email recently and ask me if I would coach them. So I have made room in my schedule for 5 people. I've already taken on a few. I have a couple more slots available. So if that interests you, you're welcome to reach out to me. I do recommend, though, that you go to theworkingsinglemom.com and hit the coaching tab so that you can kind of read how it works with me, because I have a very specific set of guidelines about how I will work with you. What else? You can sign up for our new newsletter, and I highly recommend that you do. I am writing again. I am only writing. Tara, please go to theworkingsinglemom.com, hit the coaching tab, read what it says there, and then shoot me an email and we'll talk. So I'm writing again. I don't have lots of time to blog, so I haven't been giving Kim stuff for the blog. However, I have promised her that I will write 2 times a month, and they will go into the newsletter. So we're doing a newsletter every other week, and you can sign up. We don't sell your email list. We don't try to market anything. We put the link for my book in the newsletter, my book that is on Amazon. And I'm actually working on a new book to launch this summer, so we'll keep you posted about that. We are going to do an Etsy store, Working Single Mom Swag, that'll be up in April. Tracy and my son and I are, getting that together. Someone's asking me if I accept Bitcoin. No, I do not. Don't do anything with Bitcoin. So Etsy store, we're looking for people that make crafts that I can purchase wholesale for between $6 and $10. Has to be something that our audience will be interested in. The store is going to be kind of a curated collection of things that I have either created with people to inspire you, or they are things, crafters that I found. Some of my mom's dear friends make some things, jewelry and a few other things, and so we're reaching out to them. And the reason being is that I feel like sometimes it's hard to find just the perfect little thing that will lift your spirits. Also, we have a lot of mom's books that are in inventory that we're going to just package up and put on there for very discounted rates. She has over, I think she probably has written 50 affirmation books in her lifetime. She passed away this summer. We have just a ton of inventory over there at her house, and we'd love to just get it into the hands of people that can use it. I think everybody can use affirmation help, all the time. And as far as the t-shirts and hats and things that I create, that's based on when I was raising Antonio. There were a few t-shirts in my closet that when I put them on, I just would feel like, okay, I can do this because of whatever they said on them. And so we're creating some stuff that you'll know when you wear that shirt and you pick that particular shirt, there are 1 million plus of us behind you in spirit, and perhaps it will give you the little bit of strength that you need to carry on and do what you need to do that day. The page here, The Working Single Mom, I created in 2014. I now have over 1 million followers and over 1 million people liking the page. and so we are a, what are we? We are a league of warriors, all our own. And so the store, Working Single Mom Swag, is going to just support that, and we're gonna do it in a different way. Everything's gonna be $20 or less, and I'm gonna do free shipping, and everything's gonna have a free gift. Hi Lisa, no, the store is coming. I'm just letting you guys know what we're up to. It'll be coming in April. I'm working on a huge project for work right now, and I just don't have the time to give it what it needs right this minute. So it's coming in April. We are having a logo worked on right now, and we're investigating, shipping and packaging and things like that. And we're also looking to see what inventory we're going to put in the store. So that's just a coming in April, and we'll keep you posted on that. So if you'd like a little inspiration in your inbox, I know nobody wants a clogged up inbox, and I am totally with you on that. I totally agree, which is why I resisted doing a newsletter since 2014. We just started a newsletter this year. It's 2021. We are only doing it twice a month, and we are putting fresh things in there for you to look at. That is also where we are featuring our spotlight person, and we are featuring a woman every 2 weeks, and Tracy is interviewing them, and we're telling their story. And you don't have to be a mom, you just have to be a lady. And this is because our demographic is primarily women. So for the guys that watch us and support us, we apologize, but 95% of the people that follow us are women, so we figured we'd stick with the women demographic. All right, you guys, I think I'm kind of talking past the close. So we've got some people saying that they love, I do create swag now, and I give it away. So some of the things that we've created, we're actually creating some new things that you'll be able to find on the store. And I have a great hat that I just had done that says Choose Joy, and that will be up on the store as well when it comes. And we have some cool greeting cards, and I'm having my mom's friend Laura Lawrence makes authentic stone bracelets, and we're actually I'm speaking to her this weekend, and we're actually having 2 special bracelets custom made for you guys. One I think we're going to call the Warrior Mom bracelet, and I'm not sure what we're going to call the other one yet, but I'm designing those custom for you. The stones that will be in them will, give you a little extra added oomph, and all of these things that we're cultivating for the store, I'm doing it because these are things that I want to inspire you and bring you joy and give you just that little bit of extra that you need to get through the days like today when you just rather not. Right? Because I know everybody has those days. So visit us at theworkingsinglemom.com. Please do sign up for the newsletter if that interests you. We're not selling anything. We're not going to sell your emails. It's just for us to communicate with you, and we'd love to do that if you're interested. And we will say goodbye to our podcast folks. Okay. And Facebook fam, always a pleasure. Even when I'd rather not. You guys inspire me. I don't know if you realize that. If I didn't have the live to do today, I'd probably be still sitting on the sofa in my robe watching like Up TV or Hallmark or something, because I just rather not. So you inspire me. Hopefully I can inspire you. And I hope you guys have a great day, and we will see you next Sunday. And visit us at theworkingsinglemom.com. We'd love to see you. Active blog there, new stuff every day. We are looking for a beauty blogger and a DIY crafts blogger also. So you can email us about that. Those are paid positions, by the way. So we are looking for 2 new bloggers. Okay, guys, have a great Sunday. See you soon.